Stand up right now if you're physically able. I'll pause for a moment so you can do that. Now, focus carefully and really notice exactly how your body feels in this precise moment. Are you aware of any aches, stiffness, unusual tiredness, or a general sense of heaviness? A lot of people brush these feelings aside, chalking them up to normal aging. But here's something important. Some of the most serious health issues don't come with dramatic, obvious warnings. They start with quiet, easy-to-miss hints, and one of the gravest silent signals often begins in your pancreas. Hello, I'm Dr. E, and for more than 25 years, I've focused my medical practice on caring for adults 60 and older. Through all those years, one fact stands out clearly. While aging brings genuine natural shifts in how our bodies work, it doesn't account for every change we experience. Far too often, truly dangerous conditions disguise themselves as nothing more than typical signs of getting older. Pancreatic cancer stands out as one of the clearest and most serious examples of this. People usually picture pancreatic cancer showing up with intense, unmistakable symptoms, like sudden sharp pain or blatant red flags that force immediate attention. In truth, that's not how it typically begins. The disease usually advances slowly and without much noise. The first hints are nearly always very mild: unexplained weight loss for no clear reason, slight but ongoing discomfort in the back, minor digestive shifts, or unexpected changes in blood sugar. On their own, each might seem trivial or completely normal, but when two or more appear together, they create a pattern that should never be ignored. Over the next roughly 20 minutes, I'll walk you through what I call the early protocol. This is a straightforward, 6-step approach I've created, refined, and used in my practice to help spot potential early signs of pancreatic problems. It comes directly from reliable research by leading places like Johns Hopkins, the Mayo Clinic, and the Cleveland Clinic. My purpose isn't to scare anyone. I want to increase your awareness, explain why acting early can change outcomes significantly, and give you practical tools to recognize when your body's subtle messages really need attention. Before we go further, please take a quick second right now to comment below with just your age, nothing more. This single piece of information helps me see who's here and lets me shape future talks to best support those who need it most. As we move into our 60s, 70s, and beyond, the pancreas does experience some gradual natural changes. Enzyme release for digestion can become a bit less effective, and insulin handling may shift slightly. These minor adjustments can influence appetite and weight long before more noticeable symptoms emerge. Think of your digestive system as a kitchen that's slowly losing some essential staff. The enzymes handling fats, proteins, and carbs aren't produced as robustly or in the same quantities. Food doesn't break down fully, so calories and key nutrients slip through unabsorbed. Over weeks or months, this causes a steady, puzzling drop in weight. You might find your clothes hanging looser. Sometimes family or friends notice first. It can feel confusing. You might assume you've been eating less or feeling full faster, and that's the cause. It's logical to connect it to normal aging, yet any persistent unexplained weight loss merits real medical follow-up. In a major long-term study from Johns Hopkins involving around 1,500 adults over 65, those with early pancreatic changes lost 7% to 10% of their body weight in only 6 months, even without changes in diet or exercise. A loss like that always requires a full evaluation. Pancreatic issues also frequently bring discomfort, but it's seldom intense or sudden early on. It's typically a dull, steady ache in the upper abdomen or straight through to the mid-back. Many older adults attribute this to arthritis, years of bad posture, or old injuries. However, when a pancreatic problem is brewing quietly, it can press on or irritate nearby nerves, producing an ache that persists no matter how much you rest, stretch, or try physical therapy. Picture a slow hidden leak behind a wall in your house. You can't see it, but the damage builds over time. In the same way, mild inflammation gathers unnoticed, sending these faint but persistent pain signals. Mayo Clinic research on over 1,200 patients revealed that 55% had ongoing upper abdominal or mid-back discomfort for up to 6 months before a pancreatic cancer diagnosis. If you're experiencing stubborn pain in your upper abdomen or a lingering mid-back ache right now, please type "alert" in the comments to let me know you're with me. Let's talk about one of the more visible, yet still subtle, warning signs: jaundice. This shows as yellowing of the skin or the whites of the eyes. You might also notice darker urine or unusually light-colored stools. Jaundice occurs when bile flow gets obstructed, often from a tumor pressing on the bile duct. Imagine bile flowing like a steady river of digestive fluids. Even a partial block causes backup, leading to yellow skin, sometimes intense itching, and obvious digestive shifts. Cleveland Clinic data shows that in about 65% of early-stage pancreatic cancer cases, jaundice only appears after several milder symptoms have been present for some time. When this sign emerges, it's a clear prompt to seek medical evaluation promptly. The pancreas is central to insulin production and stable blood sugar. When its function is affected, blood sugar regulation becomes erratic. For those over 50, a brand new diabetes diagnosis or a sudden worsening of existing diabetes can be a key early indicator. Insulin works like a key unlocking cells to take in glucose for energy. If the pancreas can't produce enough or it malfunctions, glucose builds in the blood, causing fatigue and other mild effects. A study in diabetes care tracking around 750 adults with new or quickly worsening diabetes found that about 5% were later diagnosed with early pancreatic cancer, a rate far above random chance. This is where a common error occurs. People view each symptom in isolation. Unexplained weight loss by itself? Likely just aging or reduced appetite. Back pain alone? Probably arthritis or posture. New diabetes? Surely genetics or habits. But when multiple signs group together, the bigger picture becomes a serious warning that needs checking. Let me tell you about Margaret, 68. She was generally in good health, active, and independent. Then she started losing weight unintentionally, about 12 pounds in 3 months. She also had a dull upper back ache and felt full after small meals. When she came to my office, she was genuinely puzzled, insisting nothing in her routine had changed. We immediately began the early protocol, detailed symptom tracking, timely blood work, suitable imaging, and targeted nutritional guidance. Within 4 weeks, tests revealed elevated liver enzymes, and imaging detected a small pancreatic lesion early. Surgery came at the ideal moment. She regained around 8 pounds, and she felt like her old self again. She was incredibly grateful no one delayed. Then there was Robert, 72, who'd controlled type 2 diabetes well for 15 years. But over 6 months, his blood sugars became volatile and hard to manage. He saw pale, greasy stools and ongoing fatigue. He put off telling his doctor, not wanting to cause concern. When we used the early protocol, we moved fast, ordering tests and imaging that uncovered obstructive jaundice and a small tumor. Surgery followed with careful monitoring. His sugars eventually steadied, fatigue lifted, and bowel function returned to normal. Cases like Margaret's and Robert's illustrate how recognizing subtle patterns early leads to better options and stronger outcomes. In my practice, this approach has aided hundreds of patients by encouraging prompt awareness and response. Because quick pattern recognition can genuinely alter results, the protocol includes closely observing your body's signals, monitoring weight, appetite, abdominal or back discomfort, fatigue, stool color, just texture, and blood sugar if relevant. Maintain a basic journal recording when changes began. Their strength and related details, patterns outweigh isolated symptoms. Mayo Clinic studies indicate regular tracking can improve early detection accuracy by up to 40%. Take your journal to appointments and be thorough. For instance, in the past 3 months, I've lost 10 pounds unintentionally, feel full quickly after meals, and my stools look pale. Tackle any modifiable risk factors. Stop smoking if applicable. Maintain healthy weight, cut alcohol, and control diabetes effectively. Cleveland Clinic findings suggest these steps can reduce pancreatic risk progression by 20% to 30% in at-risk groups. Focus on fiber-rich foods, lean proteins, and healthy fats to support digestion and steady insulin. Seek proper testing when symptoms warrant. Inquire about blood tests for liver enzymes, bilirubin, and possibly CA19-9 marker. Imaging such as ultrasound, CT, or MRI can view the pancreas directly. Early lesions may be small, so follow-up scans might track changes if symptoms continue. Prioritize supportive habits. Stay hydrated, eat balanced nutrient meals, include gentle daily movement, and discuss digestion aids with your doctor if appropriate. Gastroenterology research shows solid nutrition early on boosts energy and eases issues during evaluation. Digestive enzyme supplements may aid absorption when pancreatic output drops. Commit to overall self-care long-term. Hydration, nutrient-dense eating, light activity, stress reduction, and good sleep. These strengthen you during testing or treatment phases. Stay vigilant and adjust. This ongoing attentiveness forms the foundation. When followed steadily, this method delivers clear advantages. In the first week, patterns become clearer and worry often lessens with structure. By week 2, results and visits provide concrete information. Diet adjustments or approved supplements increase energy. Weeks 3 and 4 convert patterns to steps. Referrals occur, digestion improves, understanding grows. After 4 weeks, benefits are evident: improved symptom management, greater chance for early detection, and wiser ongoing decisions. This isn't vague. It's an empowered, practical way to listen and act on early body messages. It fosters awareness, timely checks, and intelligent risk reduction. It's not a cure or treatment for pancreatic cancer or other issues. Never discontinue prescribed medications without your doctor's input. If you have heart, kidney, or other conditions, consult your physician before diet shifts, supplements, or exercise changes. Begin slowly and prioritize safety. Here's my challenge. Choose one element of this protocol, perhaps starting a symptom journal, making one dietary adjustment, or booking a checkup, and stick with it for 30 days. Then come back here and comment on what you observed or any shifts. Your body has supported you for decades. It deserves more than a casual, just getting old label. By tuning into its quiet cues, you regain real control, acting faster, understanding deeper, and preserving more possibilities. Another key early sign in older adults is a noticeable decline in appetite or feeling overly full after far smaller portions than usual. It develops gradually and quietly. You might eat only a few bites and feel bloated or uncomfortably full. Favorite foods lose their appeal. Some experience mild constant nausea without vomiting. Others simply lose interest in eating. Since minor appetite drops can occur with normal aging, it's tempting to overlook. But any fresh, ongoing change without explanation calls for attention. When pancreatic function weakens, digestion slows, and abdominal pressure hinders stomach emptying. Over time, this contributes to malnutrition and further weight loss, even if you're not skipping meals. When someone tells me, "I just don't feel like eating anymore," I treat it seriously. I ask how long it's been happening, when it started, and if other changes are present. Unexplained fatigue or profound weakness is another frequently overlooked symptom. Tiredness does rise with age, linked to sleep shifts, reduced activity, or ongoing conditions. But there's a clear distinction between ordinary end-of-day tiredness and relentless exhaustion that rest doesn't relieve. Patients describe it as a deep, constant drain that makes routine tasks challenging. By itself, fatigue seldom points to something grave. Paired with weight loss, appetite changes, or pain, it becomes highly significant. The body expends massive energy battling hidden issues, turning this tiredness into an early indicator. A lesser-known but important sign is sudden, unexplained blood clots. These may appear as leg swelling, redness, warmth, or pain, typically in the calf or thigh. In severe cases, clots move to the lungs, causing shortness of breath, chest pain, dizziness, or rapid heartbeat. Many aren't aware that certain cancers, including pancreatic, elevate clotting risk even without typical triggers like surgery or inactivity. Occasionally, an unexplained clot is the initial clue, prompting deeper investigation. Clots have various causes, but any without obvious reason deserves thorough evaluation for underlying problems. The true strength of these signs lies in their combination, not isolation. One symptom might be benign, but several emerging close together raise major concern. Appetite loss plus weight loss, bowel changes with jaundice, fatigue with pain, or difficult to control diabetes with digestive problems. These clusters deliver urgent messages. Serious conditions rarely send one lone signal. They send linked, subtle ones. Our role is to notice those connections. Many older adults hesitate to mention these shifts, worried they'll appear overly anxious or be brushed off. Let me reassure you, openly sharing demonstrates strength and responsibility, not overreaction. Providing multiple symptoms gives your doctor essential context for targeted testing. Doctors don't require self-diagnosis, just honest, clear descriptions of changes. That collaboration detects issues sooner. When speaking with your doctor, be precise. Don't focus on one symptom alone. Offer the complete view. When did appetite change begin? When did weight loss start? Is fatigue constant or increasing? Any stool variations? Blood sugar fluctuations? Specifics direct tests and priority. Calm, factual accounts work best. Involving friends or family strengthens the message. Empowering yourself and others transforms quiet signals into clear guidance for prompt action and better health ahead. If this has been useful, I encourage you to subscribe to catch upcoming content. Next week, I'll discuss some unexpected hidden early signs of liver disease in seniors. At least one may surprise you. Feel free to comment below with your thoughts, the age you shared earlier, or any personal stories. Your feedback makes these discussions more valuable for all. Take good care of yourself, listen to your body, and know that responding to subtle changes early can truly make a profound difference. Never stop prescribed medications without consulting your doctor. If you have heart, kidney, or other conditions, talk to your physician before any diet changes, supplements, or new exercise. Start gradually and put safety first. Here's my challenge again. Select one part of this method, starting a symptom journal, adding a dietary tweak, or scheduling a checkup, and commit for 30 days. Then return and share what you noticed or any changes. Your body has carried you through decades. It deserves more than a quick, just old age dismissal. By heeding its subtle signals, you reclaim real control, acting sooner, understanding better, and keeping more options open. Another key early sign in older adults is a noticeable decline in appetite or feeling overly full after far smaller portions than usual. It develops gradually and quietly. You might eat only a few bites and feel bloated or uncomfortably full. Favorite foods lose their appeal. Some experience mild constant nausea without vomiting. Others simply lose interest in eating. Since minor appetite drops can occur with normal aging, it's tempting to overlook. But any fresh, ongoing change without explanation calls for attention. When pancreatic function weakens, digestion slows, and abdominal pressure hinders stomach emptying. Over time, this contributes to malnutrition and further weight loss, even if you're not skipping meals. When someone tells me, "I just don't feel like eating anymore," I treat it seriously. I ask how long it's been happening, when it started, and if other changes are present. Unexplained fatigue or profound weakness is another frequently overlooked symptom. Tiredness does rise with age, linked to sleep shifts, reduced activity, or ongoing conditions. But there's a clear distinction between ordinary end-of-day tiredness and relentless exhaustion that rest doesn't relieve. Patients describe it as a deep, constant drain that makes routine tasks challenging. By itself, fatigue seldom points to something grave. Paired with weight loss, appetite changes, or pain, it becomes highly significant. The body expends massive energy battling hidden issues, turning this tiredness into an early indicator. A lesser-known but important sign is sudden, unexplained blood clots. These may appear as leg swelling, redness, warmth, or pain, typically in the calf or thigh. In severe cases, clots move to the lungs, causing shortness of breath, chest pain, dizziness, or rapid heartbeat. Many aren't aware that certain cancers, including pancreatic, elevate clotting risk even without typical triggers like surgery or inactivity. Occasionally, an unexplained clot is the initial clue, prompting deeper investigation. Clots have various causes, but any without obvious reason deserves thorough evaluation for underlying problems. The true strength of these signs lies in their combination, not isolation. One symptom might be benign, but several emerging close together raise major concern. Appetite loss plus weight loss, bowel changes with jaundice, fatigue with pain, or difficult to control diabetes with digestive problems. These clusters deliver urgent messages. Serious conditions rarely send one lone signal. They send linked, subtle ones. Our role is to notice those connections. Many older adults hesitate to bring up these changes, worried they'll seem like they're overreacting or that the doctor will dismiss them. Let me reassure you, speaking openly about what you're noticing shows responsibility and strength, not unnecessary worry. When you describe multiple symptoms together, you give your doctor the full context needed to order the right tests more quickly and accurately. Your physician doesn't need you to diagnose yourself, just clear, honest facts about what's different. That kind of teamwork catches problems earlier. When you talk to your doctor, be as specific as possible. Don't mention only one symptom in isolation. Paint the complete picture. For example, my appetite started dropping about 4 months ago. I've lost 9 pounds without trying over the last 3 months. The fatigue feels constant and doesn't improve even after a full night's sleep. My stools have been pale and greasy looking for the past 6 weeks. My blood sugar has become much harder to control in the last 2 months, even though my diet and meds haven't changed. Specific details like timing, duration, intensity, and how symptoms connect help guide testing and determine urgency. Calm, factual descriptions are most effective. Bringing a trusted family member or friend to the appointment can also help reinforce the message and ensure nothing important is forgotten. Empowering yourself and encouraging others to do the same turns those quiet, subtle signals into clear direction for timely medical evaluation and better long-term health. If this information has been valuable to you, I invite you to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. In the coming week, I'll share some surprising hidden early signs of liver disease in seniors. At least one of them is likely to catch you off guard. Please feel free to leave a comment below with your thoughts, the age you shared earlier, or now if you haven't yet, or any personal experiences you'd like to share. Your input makes these conversations more helpful and relevant for everyone here. Take good care of yourself, listen carefully to your body, and remember, acting on subtle changes early really can make all the difference. Never stop any prescribed medications without first consulting your doctor. If you have heart disease, kidney problems, or any other chronic conditions, speak with your physician before making diet changes, starting supplements, or beginning a new exercise routine. Always start gradually and put safety first. Here's my challenge to you one more time. Pick just one piece of the early protocol, maybe beginning a simple symptom journal, making one small dietary improvement like adding more fiber-rich vegetables, or booking that overdue checkup, and commit to it for the next 30 days. Then come back here and share in the comments what you noticed, any changes you felt, or insights you gained. Your body has carried you through decades of life. It has earned more than a quick brush off of, "It's just old age." By paying close attention to its quiet, early messages, you reclaim real control, acting sooner rather than later, understanding more clearly what's happening, and keeping far more treatment options open. Thank you for spending this time with me. I truly appreciate your attention and your willingness to take your health seriously. Stay aware, stay proactive, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.